welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
At the 44-yard line.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jamie Collins able to get him for a loss of about 3. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become...
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, but it'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Ryan. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Ryan. He completes this one to Mack. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
On 6-yard line.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about, does all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. A beautiful span and room to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Titans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reaction to those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 35-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he slings one that's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Ryan now off the bootleg. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
3rd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
He was taken
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
It's a gain of 4.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They go play action with Jackson. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Chris Godwin with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Elliott Fry set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan throwing the out route incomplete. That's Carter. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
To number 48.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. To actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would pick.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. On 3rd down, Ryan. He's got his man, Boyd. Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Titans 13, Jaguars 7. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They'll run with Mixon. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
A gain of
23 yards on the play.
It's another Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 4. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
makes the score Titans 20, Jaguars 7. Set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you.
Yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Play action. It's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Titans 27, Jaguars 7.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Here comes Cobb. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Here comes Cobb. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Over the middle here, it's Hilton.
Ryan,
7 yards the pick up there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan on the right side. It's Hilton with a catch. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone. For a touchback.
5-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
again, it's Mixon. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Sheldon Rankins on the stop. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, Mixon.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On now is the Titans punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A first throw for the backup Griffin. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 46 yards. They'll run here with Mack. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
The ball carrier.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Titans 35. Jaguars 14. Elliott Fry set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here comes Cobb. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football.
Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Operating from the gun, Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
Here's a run with Mixon. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stopped short of the goal line.
Here's Mixon. And this time he is in. Yes. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead as all the good coaching.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. To throw is RG3. On the move to his left. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now Griffin on first down. Flushed out right. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
After the interception, here's Griffin. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 45-yard line.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing now, Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. The quick feet by Jackson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 4-yard line.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Robert Tanyan, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Elliott Fry
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. This is Mack on the counter. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, Griffin. He completes this one to Mack. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
First down.
Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack on first down, Griffin sliding out of the pocket. Going to throw right side here, complete. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Offense retains possession.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Griffin. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson stepping up. He's going to keep Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, Griffin. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Stepping up, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's Marlon Mack. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
Now it's Griffin.
And inches.
Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. Now look out. Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Jacksonville.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch QB draw. Watch QB draw. Check 31. Check. Bobcat. Check Bobcat.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Griffin. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Good. The Titans take over.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Final score.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a